in this workshop, I had lots of incredible experiences that just sort of, it was so different than anything I had ever studied. Um, but we did this exercise. We were in groups, I think we were in groups of four, and the instructions were to, we each had a turn and had some time. And whoever's turn it was, you were supposed to get into whatever physical posture felt most safe to you in that moment. So some people started standing, some were sitting, some were laying down. And so I sensed into my body and I was like, okay, I want to be in fetal position. So you were supposed to get into your whatever felt safe, and the other people were supposed to help you, help support you, physically support you or energetically support you, however you wanted to be supported. So it wasn't like they were just touching you without your permission. But so I get into my little ball and I said, okay, I wanted them to help me make it as tight as possible. And so I was like, I want one person to spoon me and like really tight. And I want one person to push my knees in really tight. And I want one person to push my head down. You know, something that if I wasn't signing up for this would have been like really restrictive, but it's what it was literally, I didn't know why. It was what my body wanted. And so they're all like, they got it as tight as I wanted it, which was pretty tight. And these words emerged in my head, and the words were really fast. I'm not safe. 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 And then all of a sudden, there was this like big release of energy. Like I actually felt safe for the what I now realize was maybe the first time ever. I didn't know how not safe I had been moving through the world feeling until I actually had a taste of feeling safe. And when that happened, my body opened up and I arched back, and they all kind of let go as my body opened up. And I arched back and I became a snake eating my tail. Like literally, I felt like I arched all the way back. I'm not this flexible now, and I wasn't that many years ago, but I became a snake eating my tail, like, you know, the world serpent. Um, and that's my story. And I mean, it changed my experience of feeling safe in the world forever. Like it was a before and after experience. And it was a total surprise. I had no idea that was going to happen. It's not like I had any sort of concept of that in my head, but it was following what made sense in an embodied way in the moment and getting support, um, which is a lot of what we do in Hakomi. It's like we're just following the thread. We literally, therapist has no idea what's going to happen. Client has no idea what's going to happen. And that's part of the adventure. It's like there are healing capacities in our depths that we have no idea about and that we cannot access through thinking and talking about things. Like you have to go into the present moment and what wants to happen in this moment and the next and the next and just follow the thread. So, you know, my guess is literally no one has ever had that experience ever in human history, nor will they again, because it's so specific to me. And it was incredibly powerful. And you know, not all Hakomi experiences are that dramatic. Like I want to acknowledge that's a really dramatic story, um, but it was awesome. And that same workshop, I think it was the next day, we did another thing where we got into a particular posture and had people support us. And I was doing tons of yoga back then, and I wanted to go into camel pose. So big arch back, and I wanted people to support me in camel. And my diaphragm released in this huge way, and had no idea how held my diaphragm had been, kind of like had no idea how unsafe I had felt. My diaphragm did this huge relief. I've been trying to quit smoking cigarettes for 9 years, uh, and was able to quit within 2 or 3 months of that, like pretty effortlessly. It just sort of faded away out of my life. It was like whatever it was that I had been holding that I needed the cigarettes around, just like released. So another dramatic story. Results not typical. Although really incredible things you could have never thought of or dreamed of kind of experiences do happen with this work. Completely unique to that person, like just the right medicine for their system in that moment because it comes from the inner healer rather than some sort of prescription, some sort of plan, some sort of protocol that's applied for people with that kind of condition, like so many therapies offer.